This movie goes from Curious George to Furious George extremely quick. Primate is a January horror movie about a chimpanzee that contracts rabies and starts killing everyone in sight. And when you have a setup that's so simple, you either go all in or you don't. The thing I like is the opening scene. I'll give the movie this immediately. That opening scene was intense as hell. It wastes no time. It throws you straight into the danger. And it really gets this movie rolling. It honestly sets the expectations extremely high, and I mean that as a compliment, which is both a compliment and a problem later. The tension works. Even when the movie gets kind of dumb, I was still on the edge of my seat. It really does work. The kills are completely intense, and it lets you know immediately that this is an R-rated movie for a reason. I'm not even exaggerating. The movie Primate has the most goriest, intense kills I've seen lately, and this is a lot for a January film. I really do enjoy the practical effects from it too. And speaking of practical effects, I love that this wasn't just a CGI monkey, so you don't see him moving around continuously and sporadically like Spider-Man. It's literally a man in a suit, and it looks very well. Not like some goofy SpongeBob man in a gorilla suit.
Ow! Is it too late to go back inside yet? It's too late.
I mean like a real performer in a monkey suit with a monkey head. You can feel the chimpanzee's presence, and that's how come the gore and the violence, it hits harder. And speaking of the chimp, we have to talk about Ben. He's extremely aggressive and generally creepy and extremely uncomfortable to watch on screen. Honestly, I feel like PETA would use this movie on their Facebook page. But another thing I actually liked about this film was that it did take some traits from Scream. It has a lot of different traits from different like horror type stories from the late 90s to the early 2000s. It does have that general vibe of a slasher movie. But where there's good, there's bad, and we'll talk about that. The characters, man, their thought process was crazy. Every choice that they made, it felt like their brain was on Jupiter to get more stupider. Nobody moves with urgency. It seems like everything that happened in this film was completely avoidable, which actually made me wonder, were the humans actually the bad guys? Like, don't get me wrong, Ben was the real problem here, but it all started because the humans' stupidity. And the cast was extremely underwhelming. Outside of the main characters, it was really just a lot of good-looking people with the lack of common sense. They don't feel like real characters, they just feel like bodies waiting to get picked off. There's no substance to them. You don't even get much of a backstory from much of them except, you know, the two main characters. But with this short runtime, a lot of stuff doesn't really get fleshed out in here. Like, they completely skip over like a lot of stuff and we just get into it, which is entertaining nonetheless. You know, you really just get the movie over with, but in a sense of consuming substance, it's kind of weird. And the dialogue doesn't even help. There's a few lines in this movie that were so freaking strange. Like, example, someone got a text, they're like, oh, well, you know, it seems like the animal that bit Ben has rabies. And then another character's like, there's no rabies in Hawaii. And it's like, I'm sorry, I'm a veterinarian, but you're right. I'll double check it again and get back to you. Like, what? There was a lot of lines that made me sigh loudly in my head, because I know how to be quiet in a movie theater, not like the guy sitting behind me. And this movie was literally just a gore kill fest. It just lacked substance. It didn't give itself much presence. It was just a straightforward story just about a monkey that got rabies and killed people, which is scientifically inaccurate because animals don't go that crazy when they have rabies, and it doesn't happen that quickly. This movie takes place in the matter of 2 days, so for it to progress like that was literally insane. But it's just a movie. Throw your brain away, watch it, have stupid fun. And look, this is a January horror movie. It's literally hit or miss. Sometimes January horror movies can be good, some can't. And Primate actually fits right in the spot. But to counteract that, with the stuff that didn't really work was the fact that it did have this type of slasher type vibes with this movie. Because how was a monkey that coordinated? I'm wearing a Sailor Moon shirt because there's cats on this, but I should have honestly wore my Chucky shirt because the way that Ben was moving, I feel like he could probably take Chucky out. You could comment below if you guys seen this movie and tell me who would win between Ben and Chucky, because Ben was moving strategically. But honestly, this movie's stupid as hell. But I'd be lying with my pants on fire if I said that this movie was not fun. It fully does capture the 2000 tropes of how victims do not use their minds at all, and honestly, that type of chaos is appealing. And if you guys didn't know, that this movie was literally just Cujo, but replaced the dog with a monkey. Literally the same thing, just not that cool. Don't expect groundbreaking horror with this. It's literally just about a monkey that gets rabies and starts a mindless killing spree. So my rating for Primate, I give this a entertainment. It's intense, it's nasty, it's extremely aggressive, but if dumb, bloody horror involving murderous animals is your thing, you'll really enjoy it. So if you guys have seen this movie, tell me what you guys thought. Tell me what's your favorite actual animal horror movie. And if you like my vibe, comment below, like and subscribe. And I'm James Hancock, signing off.